Some of you may be so worried about the negative opinions of other people, or maybe you have the fear of being seen, and that is stopping you from truly walking in your purpose. You're so focused on the fact that you may receive backlash or negative comments, and you're allowing that to control you. You're allowing that to control your decision making. Okay? Maybe you're seeking validation. Maybe you're not confident in yourself. Or maybe you're just so focused on people pleasing. And that is stopping you from walking in your purpose, right? You got God-given gifts. You got talent that God wants you to use, and you're not using it because you're so focused on the negative opinions of other people, right? And you wonder why year after year, you're constantly stuck in the same spot and you're not getting any results. Doors are not opening for you, right? And you're praying, you're asking God, Lord, I need a financial increase. Lord, I need doors to open for me. I need opportunities. But you're not taking that step. You're so focused on man's opinions, negative opinions about you, right? Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to go back to school. But you're so worried about what your friends are going to say about you, what your family is going to say, what strangers are going to say about you. And you're allowing that to stop you, right? You're not taking that step. You're not taking a chance on yourself. You're not allowing yourself to see where you actually can go, where God is trying to take you. And he's trying to elevate you. But you're putting man over God. You're putting man's opinions about you over God and what he's telling you to do, right? So if he's calling you and he's telling you to do something, do it. Do it. Who cares if you have to deal with trolls, if you got to deal with certain backlash? As long as you know you're doing what God has called you to do, that's all that matters, right? You got gifts, talent, you got ideas right now that you're sitting on. Some of you got brilliant ideas that you're sitting on, and you're not letting the world see it, right? Because what are my friends are going to say? People are going to laugh at me. My family's going to talk about me if I start this, and I may get negative comments, and I have to deal with trolls. And what if people don't support me? What if people don't support my business? What if people don't buy my book? Even if you do have to deal with certain backlash, if God is calling you to do something, do it, right? Because at the end of the day, he's going to take care of you through all of that. You're worried about what user 666 with a cat profile picture hiding behind a burner account has to say. That little troll who is constantly leaving negative comments under people's videos and pictures. That's their assignment. That's what they do because they work for Satan. That's their job. Their job is to do that. Meanwhile, your job is to do what the Most High is telling you to do. So, of course, Satan is going to send his agents to try to make you mad, right? Because they want to piss you off and they want to debate you. They want to argue. So they're going to slander you, call you all types of names, right? You see it online all the time. Like people online are really like losing their mind. Not everybody, but a lot of people are really out of their mind. Doxing people, calling people's jobs, finding people's addresses and leaking it online, showing up at people's jobs, like getting people's account banned. People like that are unhappy in their life, right? People like that are weirdos. It be the same ones who got one account and they got a whole burner account where they got to hide themselves because they're not bold enough. They're not bold enough, so they got to hide. They got to hide themselves. So don't worry about that because a lot of people can see your potential. They can see that you're destined for greatness. They can see it all over you. So, of course, their job is going to be to try to talk you out of writing that book, going back to school, starting that business, right? They want to put fear in you. But you have to take a chance on yourself. All you got to do is take that first step, whatever God is calling you to do, and just watch. Watch how he's going to elevate you. Doesn't mean that things may not be hard every now and then, right? Doesn't mean that you may not face any type of challenges, but just watch. Take that first step. Some of you got gifts and talents right now where God is trying to use you, but you're so worried about the opinions of other people. And oftentimes I hear people say, they don't know what their purpose is. And there was a point in my life where I didn't know what my purpose was. And around that time, I was dealing with depression. I hit a deep depression because I felt like, man, God, why am I here? Why was I born? I felt useless. I felt worthless. I didn't want to be here anymore. I was depressed, right? And I just felt like I had no purpose. I felt like I had no purpose. And it was so bad that the only thing I looked forward to in my day was going to sleep, because I felt like if I'm asleep, that means that, I don't know what's going on around me. I don't feel any pain. My mind is shut off, and I have some type of peace of mind, right? That was the only thing I looked forward to, was going to sleep at night. And I was such in a deep depression that when I would wake up in the morning, I would be upset. I would be so mad at God for waking me up in the morning, because now I'm like, I got to go through another day with depression. That's how bad it was. I was upset. I would get mad that I woke up. And I'm like, man, I just want to go back to sleep, because that's the only time I felt some type of sense of peace, right? So I thought. I got out of that depression by giving my life to Christ, repenting, surrendering, okay, turning away from my sins. And when I started to build my relationship with the Most High, I understood what my purpose was. And my purpose is to serve Him. My purpose is to stay connected to Him and do what He tells me to do. So I just started to ask Him, right? Like, hey, you said that you knew me before I was in my mother's womb, right? So why did you create me? Why am I here? Why was I born? Why does it feel like everybody else has a purpose but me? And as I started to build my relationship with Him, He started to reveal to me what my purpose was. And as a believer, your purpose is to serve Him, right? And to be the light. That's the main purpose, is planting those seeds of the gospel. And He can use your gifts, your talents, and your personality to do that.